Hey guys, before I start, I want to preface the video with I have been really sick the last week and a half with some virus that they can't give you medicine for because it's a virus. Luckily, I'm on the end. I'm getting towards the end of it, but I'm still pretty sick. So, sorry about my hoarse voice. And also, I am dead smack in the middle of finals right now, so I am exhausted and I look as horrible as I feel. So, and the last thing is, I'm almost completely moved out of my dorm because tomorrow is my last day of the year. So, it's really bittersweet because I'm so ready for summer, but I'm really sad because I'm gonna miss my roommate and all my friends and stuff. So, yeah, my room's all my walls are empty and everything's moved out almost except for my fan and a couple of knickknacks. So I had a really scary thing happen today that ended up being fine, but it really kind of shook me as far as privacy and putting yourself out there. So, as some of you may already know because of the bulletin I posted or because you noticed, none of my videos are on my channel. I made them all private. And it's kind of not indefinite, but until I can get this whole situation figured out, I'm going to leave them private. I'll get to what I'm going to do about the situation in a minute, but I'll just explain to you what happened. So basically, my cousin, who I'm really close with her, so now that the whole situation's over with, I'm actually thankful that it was with her and not with, I don't know, an uncle or a friend or something like that. I wanted to tell her anyways, but just not like this. Sorry. Anyways, so I get a phone call and a text message and then a phone call today from my cousin, who basically in so many words says, what the heck? When were you planning on telling me about this surgery? And I was like, what the heck are you talking about? I started freaking out because, as you guys know, I have not told anyone about my surgery because I have heard so many horror stories about. I've told you guys this 1,000 times. I've heard a million horror stories about people being really supportive at first and really encouraging and really happy for you, and then eventually it becomes resentful or jealousy or just negative things, or the expectations are intensified when they find out that it was through surgery. And so if you ever have a lapse in judgment or something like that, heaven forbid, you gain some weight or something, people will jump all over you. And it's almost like they want you to fail, sort of. And I don't want to make it sound like I think my family and friends are going to do that, because I don't. Honestly, I know most of them would never do that. But at the same time, I don't ever want to be in a situation where that could happen. So rather than play the lottery with this and be like, well, I hope Jack and Jill over here are going to be fine, but what if, Aunt Susie, is really mean to me, those kind of things. Rather than playing, around with it, I'd rather just avoid it. So, and my mom and I are removed from the rest of my family because they all live in California and New York, and we moved to Texas 6 years ago. So it's not like I see them every single day and stuff. And a lot of my friends, now that I'm in college, I don't see them every day. So it's just a personal decision that I decided to do. Some people tell everyone, and that's great for you, but for me, I don't want to do that. So for my cousin to call me and tell me this, it was really, really scary. It shook me because I was like, how did you find out? And so basically what happened was, you guys know I'm a film major. I'm constantly doing editing projects, and I'm doing, I do short videos, short films, these kinds of things. And a requirement for the school is you have to upload it to the school's YouTube account, because that's how your teachers grade you. It's easy for them to access all the files at once. So what I do is, in turn, I take those YouTube videos from that account and I link it into my Facebook page so that my friends and family can look at my film projects. Well, YouTube and Google love linking stuff together. And apparently what they did is they linked my email address from my Facebook to my email address for this account. And they started putting my Brit with 2T's videos in the scroll box next to my film videos. So basically what that means is all my professors that I'm friends with on Facebook, the TAs, the acquaintances, all the friends, family, everyone who is friends with me on Facebook now has access, potentially, to these very private video blogs. And it's not like I'm saying anything in my videos that anyone on the streets couldn't hear. It's just that, we're a really tight-knit community on here, and you guys are very supportive and understanding. And the most important thing is, the history and the context in which these videos are coming from. I told you my medical problems and all that kind of stuff, and you guys have been there from day one, or some of you haven't, but you've come along with me, and it's different than just, my next door neighbor or someone from church just stumbling onto this video where I'm talking about, really seemingly obtuse things like hanging skin and whatever. So it freaks me out. And maybe I'm overreacting, but I want to be in control of if and when I let people know this part of my life, and another thing is, I'm doing really well, and I just want to keep the momentum going. I don't want to have any speed bumps of having people coming out of the woodwork, asking me questions and defending myself, and heaven forbid, I don't know, having judgment placed on me. Like, who wants that? No one wants that kind of stuff. And it's a lot of pressure, I think, to live up to, when you tell everyone around you about this, I think it's a lot of pressure to live up to, because we're not perfect, and we're going to have, maybe not in the first year, but maybe 4 years from now or something, you're going to hit a road bump, or you're going to gain a little bit of weight, and hopefully not, but it happens. So you don't need that extra pressure on top of the normal pressures of being a woman or a person who's heavy or anything like that, of having this whole community of eyes staring at you, because some people are waiting for you to fail just because it's normal. It's a natural reaction. When people rise, they tend to fall. So you can't blame people for kind of expecting or anticipating that to happen. But at the same time, you don't have to tell everyone about the surgery. So that's where I come from. But anyways, so at the end of the day, the situation is fine, because like I said, my cousin and I are close, and she's really supportive. She's totally not judgmental, and she knows that I had a lot of medical problems, and that I was miserable, and that I was missing out on a lot of life experiences and all that stuff. So I'm fine with it, but I'm just not fine with not having control over this. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is making another account that has a completely different email address, and I think I'm just going to make a new account, and hopefully it's not going to link to my other stuff. And at that point, if it does again, I'm just going to leave it, because I'm not going to, I'm not paranoid or anything, or I'm just going to run around changing every 6 months because people are going to find out. If that's the kind of the price you pay or whatever for being vocal online, people are going to see your videos. So anyways, that's about it. I hope it's not too confusing, and I am, like I said, I'm going to try and figure this all out, and then I will update you guys if and when I make a new account, or maybe I'm just doing something wrong with tagging and all that stuff, so I'm just going to look into it. But anyways, I hope you guys don't think I'm crazy or anything, and I will keep you guys updated. Tomorrow is my last day of school, and I am done, so I'm excited. I'll talk to you guys later.